The rivalry between Ford and General Motors goes back about 125 years. We're going to be specifically talking about the difference of their V8 engines and when they decided to change certain technologies and which Chevys or General Motors brands are better than the Ford engines and kind of the difference between Ford engine families and General Motors engine families. So let's start out with the most obvious. Ford really pioneered the modern assembly line. So they made mass producing a V8 engine affordable for the general public. So that is really where Ford really cut their teeth, is they took the manufacturing process of automobiles and affordable one-piece V8s, the side valve flathead, and made it affordable for everyday Americans. General Motors probably gets more credit for the marketing and branding of 6 different very popular brands. And after World War II, this became their sort of signature move against Ford. Ford combated General Motors with different engine families. So Ford had like specific V8 engines that they used on the Ford Thunderbird, their large pickup trucks, the Mustang, where General Motors started to build a portfolio of different brands. And one of the reasons Chevy was able to stay competitive is by developing the small block V8, they were able to streamline the manufacturing process. So the larger the global manufacturing economy got, General Motors was able to respond very quick because they had the small block V8 to sort of use in all their different vehicles, where Ford was sort of forced to maybe make more innovations with their engine technology because they didn't have as many brands. So let's talk about the pickup trucks. This is the biggest rivalry. So the number one thing that Ford did in the 90s and early 2000s is they were the first full-size pickup truck to have single overhead cam, or cam over the block instead of cam in block. Chevy decided that they had the sunk cost of all this pushrod technology, that they were going to stick with pushrod engines. So Ford's single overhead cam modular engines really became their signature move of the 90s and helped them solidify their first place ranking for the most popular selling vehicle in North America. Now, everyone has their favorite years, their favorite model. So let's talk about what the best selling years and the most reliable years were for both brands. Now, for Ford, really the 10th generation, 1997 to 2003, is considered the most popular. It helps cement their place as first place. And this is really where the modular engines took form and they dropped the pushrod 5.0 engines. Chevy, on the other hand, was transitioning from the CK1500 to calling the vehicle a actual Silverado. So the CK1500 1997 is considered the most reliable Chevy full-size pickup truck of all time, where pretty much all 10th generation Ford F-150